Okay, here's my pile of tobacco. I started with so many leaves hanging. It's tropical, so I have a hard time getting it to dry. Oh, it smells nice. Pretty dry and crispy. This is aged about 8 months. Or a little bit longer. I had a big problem with mold. I had most of it hanging up, kind of like over here, and some more over here. But all different kinds, little black spots, white fuzzy stuff. I had like 5 plants at, no, not that many. I had like 2 plants at 5 feet. That's right, 2 plants at like 5 feet. And that gave me a whole lot of tobacco. Too much. Not really too much. But it all got moldy. So that's all I have left, just a little bit. But that's okay. I don't have a lot of space inside of this thing for fermenting. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so since I've had these doors open, the temperature's at 108. Hopefully you can see in here. This is it's a temperature sensor and the humidity. It goes to a remote over here, and I can read it. It just sits in here. I read this. Don't have to open the doors. Works pretty good. This is my heater. It's just from a lizard cage. I got it brand new, and I figured it would be pretty applicable for this. And I'm just setting it on a tile to disperse the heat. I wish I had the right kind of piece of wood, but I don't. The computer fan's tucked away inside there. I just threw these inside just to absorb the plastic smell. I had gutted out the whole thing. I have like a cooking temperature thermometer on the side. I got a hole that goes through so I could just see it from the outside. Another hanging temperature thermometer, and this is the sensor for the control unit on the top. I cut some glass shelves to make it really pretty in here, and I think it would be good and sterile for fermenting the tobacco on the inside. That's pretty much all I have. What I plan to do is spray the whole thing down with alcohol, sterilize it. I want to put the top back together. Okay, here's the control setup I have inside. If you want to see what model it is, I just followed the directions that came with this. What I have here is the power coming in from the outside. It wires in. This is pre-wired. The temperature sensor, this thing is pre-wired. And then I ran some Romex and just wired this up like normal. This is wired just the same as you would anything else, as you would anywhere else. And in here, yeah, I just put the 3 wires where they're supposed to go. I think actually what you do is you put 1 hot in here, 1 hot for here, and you pass the 2 neutrals together inside, and then you ground in here and ground there and ground here and ground it out. The temperatures I have this set at are to turn on at 116 degrees. No, I'm sorry, I have that incorrect. The temperatures I have this set at is to turn on until 120 degrees. And when it reaches 120, this powers off with the fan and the heater turn off. When it drops down to 116 degrees, it will turn on and continue in that cycle from 116 to 120. Alright. I'm approaching the 8th week or something like that. of the tobacco fermenter. I actually ran it a little bit long. 6 weeks is pretty much what you're supposed to do, but I was having a really hard time keeping it up to temperature. This is my average, 108. Between 100 and 108. I couldn't quite get it any higher than that. And I was having problems with my humidity also. It was dropping down. I was only using a spray bottle with distilled water, and the inside I have the bowl. Let's see how it looks on the inside. I brought it inside here into the pantry because I had it on the deck outside before and it was staying even cooler. This is how it looks on the inside. It's all tinged in yellow now. Here's how the tobacco looks. It's nice and soft. It smells pretty good. During the process, I had opened up and I spray in here. You can see my little fan, my rock, my bowl, my sensor for the computer in here. What you've seen before in the other videos is pretty much the same. That's it. I'm just getting really close to the end. It smells really good. I'll have to let it sit for a while. But the process was pretty easy. Every 3 days or so, every 2 to 3 days, I had to come in and spray it when the humidity was getting too low, and it brought it right up and it would stay, and then instantly it would start to go downhill really fast when the bowl would run out of water. I think I'm going to have to add a second heat source when I do this again. Either a small light bulb or a second rock, and maybe another fan for better ventilation when I have all that going. Yeah, you can see the temperature's dropping because I had the door open. It's now at 79% humidity and 106. I went from 108. Well, that's it.